So the most common thing I get asked is how to find products for Amazon FBA and how to find winning products. So I'm going to be talking about this all in this video because it's the biggest problem that people face, or at least it's the biggest problem that they think that they face. Okay, so why do you need to find good products? Because products equals dollar, right? Ignore my little dollar signs there. My pound signs are better because we deal in British pounds. But yeah, the more products that you're going to be finding, the more money you're ultimately going to be making. But not just products here, there, and everywhere. Good, profitable products. And I'm going to break down a common misconception right now, okay? And that misconception is, right, honestly, I don't know why people struggle to find products, right? Because do you know why? Finding them is easy. You may have clicked on this video wanting to find a strategy on how to find products easily, but the first thing that you need to ingrain into your mind is that finding the products is actually really, really easy. I'm going to tell you the hard part very, very soon. Now, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of products on the Amazon Marketplace. If I just talk about the UK, there's millions of products on the Amazon Marketplace. On the US Marketplace, perhaps there's tens of millions as well. So there's millions and millions and millions of products on the Amazon Marketplace. Yes, not all of them are great, but there are hundreds of thousands of products which are indeed actually good, right? So then it becomes finding them is actually really, really easy. You want me to tell you the really, really hard part, okay? The really, really hard part which I think people know inherently. I think they really do know deep down, but they always attribute it to the finding products, okay? The hard part is, now there's two things, okay, is supplier. Finding the correct supplier, okay? Now you see a lot of people, they're just contacting wholesalers, okay? They're just contacting wholesalers and expecting to buy and resell big name branded products, okay? And the wholesaler sells perhaps thousands of products, which are, again, all good. Otherwise, they wouldn't be selling them, okay? But you're just buying from the wrong person, okay? Simply just buying from the wrong person. That wholesaler has thousands, maybe tens of thousands of products, which are all actually pretty good. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell them. There's just no margin in you. There's just no margin in there for you to make money because, you know, we've got the Amazon fees and it's just extortionate and it's simply just not going to be happening. So, supplier is always, always, always the biggest thing, okay? Finding the correct supplier is definitely the hardest part. But you know what's even harder? I think finding the supplier is actually easy. So you've got the products, easy. You got supplier, which is easy for me, but probably harder for other people. But you want to know the hardest part, and this is deep down the hardest part for everyone, including myself. You may find the right supplier here, okay? And I'm going to go into, in this video, a little bit on what supplier you should choose. And it's, again, reasonably straightforward. Okay, so you may find the right supplier. You may spend a lot of time speaking with them. You may spend weeks, you know, maybe getting an account open with them and all these types of things, okay? And you may get prices from them eventually for the set brand which you are contacting them for. And the price may be crap. Literally, I've had it so many times, right? I contact a pretty big brand, you know, we get speaking, eventually they're agreeing to open the account. The account opening process takes weeks with these corporate companies, only for them to come back with the price list or the price of the products to it literally making no money. Losing money, making pennies, or pretty much breaking even, right? Okay, so the next hardest thing is price. And not just price. Look at that. I was doing 2 capitals and then I did a lowercase. Fuck. I don't write on whiteboards. I don't hardly write at all, to be honest. But price, but not just price, but this negotiation. Okay, negotiation. This is the most important thing that you need to be doing, because the face value price that you get given a lot of the time is not the price. They can move on them prices. So you think you've been trying to source a product, right, for Amazon, and you see there's multiple other people selling the same product. And if you look at their company, you look at their company details, perhaps they've been up and running for 5 years, for example, right? A company's been up and running for 5 years. They're not stupid. They're not selling things at a loss. They're not selling things at break even. They're just buying it better than you. Okay? They found the same product. They found the same supplier, but they've just negotiated on this price. And this can be hard. It can be easy. What does it come down to? A lot of it does come down to volume. How much of that stock are you going to be buying? All right, because the more that you're going to be buying, the more discount that you're going to get, right? It makes complete sense. But it's not just that, right? You can negotiate prices, yes, all on volume. And if you're speaking to a supplier, you can say some things like, oh, if we was to order a pallet, what would our price be then? If we was to order 4 pallets, what sort of price could you get down to? Another key thing is to give them actually an indication of your target price. Look, we need to get this product at £2. How much do we need to order to get to that point? And they'll probably tell you, oh, you need to order 4 pallets, you need to order 5, you need to order a whole container, you need to order a truckload, all these types of things, okay? Now, another thing is, it's not just all on volume, it's also on relationships. Okay? Now, relationships are key in life, key in business, key in everything, right? You need to be thinking, how can I build my relationship with my supplier? Okay? Is it going out and just simple things and meeting them for coffee? At the time of recording this video, I'm going to the Trafford Centre in Manchester tomorrow to go and meet one of my suppliers, okay? We're going to go probably just walk around there, maybe grab a coffee, and we're pretty pally with each other. Now, am I his biggest customer? No, because I know who some of his customers are. Does he treat me well? Really, really does treat me well, okay? Now, you need to be focusing on building these relationships. How can you do it? Build the personal connections, learn personal things about that person. What do they like? Try and talk about what they like, all these types of things, because at the end of the day, they are people, okay? And this is going to lead to them looking after you. Maybe they can't give you the exact same price as somebody which is spending millions and millions of pounds with them every single year, but maybe they can do something to move that can make you competitive, okay? Now, I mentioned supplier, right? Supplier is one of the most important things, right? You need to be finding the right suppliers, because all of the crappy wholesalers aren't going to really work out for you, are they? Okay? So you need to realize one key thing, and that is the supply chain, okay? So, you have you here, okay? Actually, not you. This is the end consumer, okay? This is the person which goes ahead and buys the product. And where does this guy buy it from, okay? He buys it from the retailer, okay? Retailer. So this guy buys it from the retailer. Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's, PC World, doesn't matter what the product is, there's a retailer for everything. Toys, I don't know what toy shops there are. I'm not even going to try and think of one. I'm pretty sure a load of them closed down. But you got the online retailers, the big four, the big supermarkets, the online retailers, all them types of things, okay? Now, where do the retailers mainly get it from? This includes corner shops and stuff as well, right? Where did these retailers get it from? Okay, the next person in the supply chain, which is usually either the wholesaler. I'll just put wholesaler here for now, okay? Now, a wholesaler is somebody which is buying things in bulk, and they're also selling things in bulk, usually to the people here, the retailers, okay? Now, a lot of the big four won't really be buying from these wholesalers, but we'll get onto that in just a moment, okay? So these wholesalers are buying in pretty large volumes, usually from somebody else, which is the manufacturer directly, okay? But sometimes you have one step before you get to the manufacturer, which is a distributor, more of an exclusive distributor, okay? Distributor, and I'm gonna put manufacturer. Spelling is may or may not be correct here, I don't know. But also the neatness of my handwriting is also not great. So hopefully my words are sufficient, okay? Now, you got the manufacturer here, or the brand, should we say, brand slash manufacturer, okay? So we was talking about wholesalers here. Wholesalers distribute down to retailers, generally speaking. If it's like the big supermarkets who are, you know, billion-pound companies, they'll just be going all the way up here, right? But generally speaking, just retailers are buying from wholesalers or distributors, okay? Sometimes manufacturers here have one main distributor which distributes to all these wholesalers in large volumes, who then distributes to all the retailers for then that person to go ahead and buy, okay? Now, who are you? You are a retailer. You are a retailer, okay? And you're selling to this guy. So, but you're buying from here. But I've just told you previously in this video, there's no money, really. There are occasions where you can make money here, of course. But generally speaking, there's no money here. No money. So let's fuck this guy off. Because like, it's not going to make you money. Literally, from day one, I kid you not, day one, working from my home and my parents' house, I cut this person off. Literally, when I didn't even have a limited company set up, when I was still at the beginning stages of my business. How nuts is that, right? And I still got results. I got good results, right? Okay, so retailer, you here, you need to be focusing on these two people, because that is where the money is, right? It's not about finding the products, because the products are everywhere. They're all on Amazon, everywhere. You just need to find ones which are, Amazon aren't selling, it's got a reasonably stable price history. And there's quite a lot of them. There's loads of them. You just need to buy it right, and you need to buy it from one of these two people, okay? I always go here, always to the manufacturer, every single time. And if that fails, this brand or manufacturer, right, will give you the details for this person, and they will put you in contact with this person. How good is that? Getting a referral from the manufacturer themselves to this wholesaler, or to this distributor. It's foolproof, guys, okay? So when you get it open with the manufacturer, okay, perhaps you're getting it just for one specific brand, or perhaps they have multiple brands. They're going to give you the prices, and that's when you need to do the negotiations, which I just spoke about previous. And just a couple of things that I want to note when you are contacting these suppliers or these brands, manufacturers, distributors and things like that. Okay, there's one big thing which I don't want you to do, okay? And it's pretty big. I don't want you to do this thing, right? I'm just going to draw this, because everybody knows what this is. What's that? It's a big @ sign, which stands for email. What do you think everybody does? Emails. Why do you want to be like everybody else when not everybody else gets results? It doesn't make sense. You need to be different. So you need to be phoning up suppliers, maybe meeting them in person at trade shows, inviting them down to your place, going to visit them, and all these types of things, getting on Zoom calls, Teams calls, all these types of things, okay? Email's great, of course, for like following up and things like this, but in general, just avoid that like the plague, right? So, hopefully you got some value in this video. That is ultimately my playbook on how to find profitable products. It's not really about finding the products. It's about finding the suppliers and negotiating the prices down. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed the video.